This is the brand new Misha Mansoor HT6 Juggernaut from Jackson, and this very cool blue crystal finish, which I really hope that shows up on the camera how sparkly that is. Now, this is the brand new iteration of the Juggernaut that has been Misha's signature for quite a few years at this point. And although this may seem like it is completely suited just for big, chunky, modern riffs, this has got a lot more going under the hood, which I'm actually very impressed by. So I'm going to split this video up into chapters as I usually do. So if you do just want to hear some sounds or anything from it, then you can check the timeline just below. But let's just jump in and talk about the guitar. So this is the HT version that I'm talking about today, which the HT just stands for hardtail. There is an ET version as well. Now that's not our favourite alien, that is actually stands for Evertune. So any of you modern kind of metal folk that want that really kind of tight responsiveness from an Evertune, as well as obviously tuning stability and whatnot, then that is available for you. Now this guitar, as you know, you heard in the start, perfect for all those big chunky riffs. But what I really like about this is that it's got a 5-way selector switch on it. So even if you do still want to go kind of big chunk, you can get that real like modern sort of metal sound that's like a lot more kind of percussive. Where that comes really in handy, certainly for myself, is if you do plan on having a lot more dynamics in your music. So if you do have that like really hard-hitting riffy stuff, full humbuckers are great for that. But on those in-between positions, you're getting obviously that kind of sparkle and that sort of strat quality as well out of it. Which has a really dramatic shift between that neck and then even just the position right beside it. I mean, like on the bridge it'll still sound good, but these are quite high output pickups, so. I think I'd be using it on those in-between positions for my cleans. But yeah, those MM1 pickups there, these are just Jackson Misha Mansoor voice pickups. I think sound absolutely awesome. Now in terms of the actual feel of the guitar as well, it feels absolutely amazing. It's a roasted maple neck on there. 25.5-inch scale length on there, with actually just a straight up 10-inch radius from the top to the bottom there, with 24 stainless steel frets on an ebony board, and of course what would be like a modern metal guitar without some locking tuners on there as well. But in terms of, you know, like something that's modern, I've certainly said that quite a lot in this video, but you would definitely describe Periphery and Misha's music as very modern. But there's not a lot of kind of bells and whistles on it. It is a very focused guitar, which is awesome. You know, even if you're doing some kind of shreddy stuff on it as well, you do have that access heel that Jackson have used on some of the other guitars, which feels really good. The only thing that I feel is quite different about this, which I think is actually quite a cool little idea. So it's got a volume and a tone on it, but the tone is a push-pull. Now when that is completely down, or just down towards the body there, this isn't actually doing anything. The tone's not doing anything. Let's get to a nice clean sound. I only think it's really, really cool because you sometimes find, certainly for metal players, you can let me know this down in the comments if you do actually use it, but you find when you're maybe playing metal, and certainly like that kind of chuggy style of metal, you don't tend to touch your tone knob too much because it can sound a bit, obviously, it can almost kind of sound like there's like a wah on it or something like that. But if you do need to, you know, use that for your cleans or anything, you can kind of set it to where you need to, and then just push and pull it when you actually need to activate it, which means, you know, you're not getting that like kind of, oh no, I forgot to turn my tone up and now my distortion tone sounds all flubby. But yeah, that's about it when it comes to the kind of specs of this guitar. It does come in a really, really cool red sparkle as well, but this thing's meant to be played, and it's meant to be played nice and aggressively. So let's just do that. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what the brand new Jackson Misha Mansoor HT6 Juggernaut can do. Although obviously Misha's predominantly a metal guitarist, as I've said earlier in this video, I think this guitar really does lend to a lot of different genres and a lot of different styles, because it does feel really, really awesome, and I don't think it's overly metal. Yeah, like that kind of sparkly finish might stand out a little bit on stage, but it's kind of one of those things that I really like about a lot of modern signature models. There isn't even a signature on this. You know, you wouldn't tell just from looking at it unless you really did know that it was a signature model. But let me know down in the comments what you think about the brand new Misha Mansoor Juggernaut, and while you're there, give us a like and a subscribe if you have enjoyed the video at all. You can keep up with all the latest news at Guitar HQ. But until next time, I've been Kieran, and I've just been spending a little bit of time with the brand new Jackson and Misha Mansoor Juggernaut. Have a great day.